How's everyone doing? I'm doing great. It's Teddy here from Team TJ, and welcome back to Subnautica, where today we have a plan for today's episode. So in today's episode of Subnautica, which you might be wondering, Teddy, you already beat the game. Well, not entirely. I still have yet to escape the planet, but no, what I wanted to do for this episode is I want to finish my PDA. Basically, the databank has all sorts of different kinds of things in it, including all the blueprints and all sorts of data downloads, geological data and stuff, as well as all the indigenous life forms. And I want to complete that databank. I mean, we got quite a bit of it from the last couple episodes, from, you know, all of the stuff that we scanned from the final facility, which is definitely pretty crazy. As well as, I would definitely say that we have actually, I would say we've pretty much completed the whole list of all of our alien precursor artifacts and stuff that they had, because we scanned, I think, all of them that they had on display in all of their facilities that they had them, at least I think. But one thing I definitely want to complete is the Degasi stuff. Because here's the thing, we got a bunch of the Degasi stuff, except for number 5, and I think a few more as well. So I definitely know we need to get the rest of those. That might be a bit to try to find those, but, you know, I think it should work. The other goal as well is to literally get every single one of the things that live on Planet 4546b scanned, so that we have the database for all of that as well. That will include every single creature. That includes the hostile ones, which, as you can see, we got a few of the hostile ones, but we don't have all of them. So, yeah. What will be most fun is doing the Leviathans, because we only have 3 Leviathans, and they're the ones that aren't dangerous. So yeah, this will be very fun of episode today, guys, because we got a lot of work cut out for us. So to start us off on this adventure, we are going to be taking the Cyclops, but we are not going to take the prawn suit for this immediately. Instead, I'm actually going to be taking the Seamoth. So we're going to be dropping the prawn suit off right here. Alright, so we'll just leave the prawn suit here in our docking bay, or moon pool actually, and head into the Seamoth and go on our adventure. I actually miss using the Seamoth because it's been quite a while since I think we used it, because, you know, we've been in the lava zone and stuff, which we can't use the Seamoth in the lava zone, so yeah. Okay, so to start this adventure off, I need to first get our bearings. There is the Aurora. Alright, so I think we need to go this way, actually, towards our old fragments beacon from long ago. Because I think around here, I believe, is the entrance into the Jelly Shroom Cave, which I think is where we are missing at least one of the Degasi crew logs. And then after that, I want to head to the Aurora rendezvous point, which has been a beacon that we've had to go to for so long, but we just kind of completely skipped over them, didn't we? We'll see what's going on over there. Alright, so over there, that's the Grand Reef over there, so I think that the Jelly Shroom Cave entrance is somewhere around this area, I think. I might be mistaken. I might be mistaking this area for a different place. Yeah, no, I think it's actually closer to over here. I can't remember for sure. But no, that's the Grand Reef over there. So yeah, that's not where we need to be right now. It's somewhere over this way that we need to be right now. At least I think. I'm not sure. It'll be a minute, so I guess I'll cut back once I find the Jelly Shroom Cave, because, you know, you don't really need to see me try to look for it. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Alright. Found it. Alright. So, we can't take the Cyclops down there because it's too small of an entrance, but we can take the Seamoth. And as we learned from before when we fell into it, that one episode, for that glitch, Prawn Suit can barely get out of here, if at all, so it's better to take the Seamoth in here. Which is exactly what we're gonna be doing. Alright, so here is a platform that was made by the Degasis. I know there's a PDA that I believe the PDA is somewhere around in this biome that they left behind. I just need to find it, and that's kind of the tricky part, is trying to find exactly where that might be. Okay, so there's another bit of the Degasi base over here. Okay, we've already been here, and that would mean that we probably would have seen something if there was actually anything there. Man, this biome is cool, though. I really do like this biome. I think it actually... It's a biome in Subnautica that really... It doesn't have much of an importance as much as, like, the Lost River or the Lava Zone, but it's really cool. I think that the ambience for this place is just amazing. Whoa. Alright, here's another platform that they left behind, and it doesn't look like we've examined this one because this is still closed. We got a battery, which is not bad, but I don't see a PDA anywhere. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, here is their old base. This is, I think there actually is an entrance in here above us as well. I think that's the one we used to use. So, oh! I just spotted that. I'm guessing that's the PDA we're looking for. Huh? I took the PDA. I took the PDA. Game? I took the PDA. Did it register that I took it? No, these are all the same ones. I must have been number 5, but it glitched out of existence when I tried to grab it. Don't think that was supposed to happen. Wait! There is another one in there. Okay. Okay, I don't like the crab snake things. So, oh, I'm poisoned. Ow, okay. So, there is a PDA. That one is also disappeared into thin air. Oh, maybe what it's doing is it's loading in PDAs I've already grabbed, and so that's why they're just disappearing. Because the game forgot I already took them until I tried taking them a second time. I don't like being poisoned. Oh, no. There is one more PDA here. That is also disappeared into thin air. Oh, one more in here. Okay, finally! One that actually registered as me grabbing it. Wow! Okay, so I think that's good. I think that's what all that we needed. But I definitely want to explore a little bit more, see if they had like any more outposts, because they definitely had like these platforms around. And this way I want to be able to like, because we already got the stuff from the Grand Reef Degasi base, I want to see like what the story of the Degasis were. I know that they were like the survivors of another Altera, or like another crew from another ship that got blasted onto this planet, and they were human. The Degasi survivors were human, but I don't think they're alive anymore. Most likely eaten, or the Karar got them, so Yeah, but we're gonna listen to their story, which I'm extremely excited for because I didn't want to skip over any. So now that we got all of them, we can definitely do that. Now, I want to get back into the safety of my Cyclops. So up we go. Ow! Hello, reef-back, gentle giants of the ocean. Okay. That didn't really work as planned. Okay, let's try that again. There we go.
Captain, all systems online.
Thank you. Alright. Because we got the Bart Torgal logs, let's actually start with just the regular Degasi logs before we do anything crazy. Alright. So, if you're just sitting here, just grab some popcorn, sit back, and we're gonna listen to the story of the Degasi crew.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators, fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship, and your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
Alright, so basically, that's on the floating island, which we are going to be returning to in a bit, where the Degasis had their original habitats. After Degasi crashed, that island was where these 3 survivors, Paul Torgal, which I can only assume was probably the captain of the Degasi, his son Bart, who definitely seems like a scientist, and Marguerit Maida, which seems like she's a bit of like a tough cookie, to say the least. So yeah, that's what happened. So then we have their second log.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of storm water? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what he tastes like. Let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Bart Torgal has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. And no staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
Okay, so basically this is around when they started to see that maybe the island wasn't the best choice of a home for them. And it also, I made a mistake. Paul is the chief, not the captain. But either way, basically, yeah, then this was with a storm being up above the sea level, a storm would be a much more of a problem. So then we have the third log.
You see, Chief, you brought us to this sodden planet. Told us we'd see a lush payday. Now what do we got some 6 weeks later? A dead crew, a habitat that's half buried, food washed away.
I suppose the executive decisions would be better left to someone with your extensive experience of hitting people in the face.
I know enough not to take unscheduled detours to uncharted planets. That's something you don't want to learn the hard way.
Easy to judge a decision in hindsight. Harder to come up with a plan of your own.
Got one already. We take what we can carry and hunker down in a cave somewhere. I scouted a site, a couple 100 meters deep, lots of metal deposits.
How do you imagine we'd live?
with ready access to building materials, like damn queens, a couple of water filters, a bioreactor, fresh fish. But Chief, we'll eat seaweed salad and drink our own urine if that's what it takes. All that matters is, do you got something better?
Send the coordinates to my PDA. I'll review your proposal.
So here, it looks like Marguerite is basically trying to tell Paul that they can't stay on the island, and that they have to go underwater. She found a lower point with more building materials, and that was the Jelly Shroom Cave that we were just in. So that's where they moved. So that's where log 4 comes in.
What is that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched.
Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing.
We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
So that is when they found one of, I'm guessing, the purple tablets. Because we've been finding a lot of those too. So, yeah, this is when they started to kind of see the signs that the precursors were here. But I'm guessing that the Degasi crew never ventured as far as we did. Alright, so this is the one that we just got. This is actually a short one, so this is log 5.
Son, there is always a pecking order. And in our world, money makes a hierarchy. I pay Maida a fraction of what I pay you, and you a fraction of what I pay me.
If money makes the hierarchy, why is Marguerite making the decisions?
We need her. We let her think what she likes, so long as she does what she's told.
What if she doesn't?
For enough money, she will. People always do.
So this was a conversation between Paul and his son Bart about Marguerite.
Fluid intake.
Okay, shut up. About Marguerite, where I guess it's like they're discussing the fact that they don't entirely trust her, which I will admit, I don't blame them. But clearly she's a lot more interested in surviving, and I think to some extent she's almost more at home in the survival situation they've been put in, while Paul is still thinking that, rescue is coming. And Bart, I think, is kind of accepting his fate to some extent. Like, they're here. They're here, this is probably just where they're gonna be. Whatever happens, happens. While Paul is still, thinking that the Degasi must have been so important that, of course, Altera or whatever is going to send a rescue party. Clearly they never did. Alright, next is number 6.
We're already 200 meters below sea level. You want to go deeper?
Look around us, Chief. Water leaking through the hull, water outside the hatch. We're drowning real slow. If rescue arrives, whatever shot us down, it's gonna do it again and again until it's shut off. Do you see an off switch around here, Chief?
Why would it any more likely be half a kilometer down?
Your kid found something on the scanner. There's something down there. Something that shouldn't be.
You're mad.
I'm going all the same, and I have an idea you two are gonna follow. But if you do, be mindful. Your authority stopped at sea level.
Alright, so clearly tension is building in the Degasi crew survivors, as well as what we see that Marguerite said. Your kid found something on the scanner. There's something down there that shouldn't be. They're talking about precursor bases and stuff. Now, this is when they leave to go to the base that's in the Grand Reef. Now, what I think that Bart saw on the scanner was most likely the research facility that crashed in the Lost River, which is why they went to the Grand Reef, because there is an entrance into the Lost River from the Grand Reef. So, yeah, yeah, the tension is definitely growing. So next up, I'm actually gonna quickly go eat some marble melons because I'm gonna die if not.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
I know, what do you think I'm doing? Alright, back to what we were doing. So this is log 7.
Please, stop fighting and listen. We're sick.
What?
How?
You've been coughing, right? Feeling itchy? Blisters?
Yeah.
The biometrics would have warned us if we were sick.
It's something new. It's not in the database.
Come on, then. What's it gonna do? Turn us inside out? Dissolve us into jelly?
It's an alien bacteria. It's everywhere. Every organism on this planet. It's altering our genetic code.
How are the creatures surviving if they're infected?
I don't know yet.
Want me to cut some of them open for you? Find out what makes them tick?
No.
Just tell me what you need, son. Materials, equipment.
Just... Can I have some quiet? I need some time to think.
So this is when they were infected with the Kurar virus, and obviously since we cured it in the last episode with the help of the Sea Emperor, they never did. So that's why I'm guessing the chances are pretty good they're dead, because, you know, even if they survived anything else, like they probably by now would have been died of the virus. So yeah. Anyway, log 8.
Marguerit, Maida has boarded the habitat.
What are you so happy about, Maida?
Say, kid, I brought you something.
Is that a Leviathan outside?
Towed it home on the back of the sub.
You killed that thing?
It's still breathing. I was about to finish the job, but I can stay and chat if you'd like. No? Then make yourself useful and pass me that hardened blade.
Are you out of your mind? You brought that thing here? What if it's not as dead as it looks? What if others come?
You prefer it got curious and came of its own accord, or got messed up and dragged here?
When we get off this planet, I am going to drag you through every court in the damn Federation.
Okay, so Marguerite clearly made a dumb mistake. I don't know which Leviathan she towed, but there's only one last regular Degasi log, so I'm guessing that we're going to be learning here.
I have had it with you, risking our lives.
Oh, stow it, Chief. The kid can't kill this disease without fish to study. I'm just bringing him home.
But tell her. Tell her I'm right.
You're both wrong. Marguerite, I can't find out how they resist the bacteria if you slaughter them all.
It ain't always they oblige in coming in alive.
He means you're being reckless.
Father, the outcome's no better if we hole up in here and don't go outside. That we have to find a middle way.
There is no compromise. Not while she's on my sea base.
Your sea base?
I'm going outside.
Bard, Torgal has disembarked the habitat.
Bart, come in. It's dangerous. Damn it, boy. I know you can hear me.
Chief, get off the radio and put on your helmet.
What?
Brace!
Okay, so the Leviathan was a Reaper. That was a Reaper Leviathan sound, I know. And that is clearly... well, that's the end of that base. So then we have some of the other logs. So we got Bart Torgal's personal logs, which there are 3 of them, so we're going to listen to those.
I thought it might get claustrophobic living underwater. Father feels it is. He'd tell me it was childish, but I stare out the window and sometimes I think how lucky I am to see this world up close. Back on the island, I wouldn't have believed the creatures that live down here. The fish, they glow. There's one that's 90% eyeball. Snakes twice the length of a habitat compartment. Certainly, it's not all friendly. Most of the plant life is toxic. Learned that the hard way. But I've managed to coax some marble melons into growing indoors. And when they don't cover our dietary needs, well, we eat the fish themselves. It's a bit gross, but it's nothing they wouldn't do. I've been attempting to document my findings. Father approves. He says understanding is power, that the more we know about this planet, the more we can use it to our advantage. I'm just doing it because it's fun. It's not easy without proper equipment and network access, but the old-fashioned way, observing, taking notes, testing theories, shows me the world in a way a spectroscopic analysis never could. Lately, I've been watching the crab snakes. They ambush their prey as it tries to feed on the mushrooms they hide in. What they don't eat settles on the seabed, which fertilizes the mushrooms, which feeds the herbivores, and so the chain continues. Co-evolution gives me the fuzzies.
Alright, so Bart Torgal, like, this dude's clearly, like, you know, he's the kind of guy who wants to just research and watch the magic of the nature in this world. I completely get that. Like, I definitely say that, yeah, 4546B is a wonderful world and definitely worth watching and seeing how it all works, and I think that's really cool. That this is also just giving a little bit more depth to the planet as well. So here is his second log.
Something incredible just happened. Since we're down here, I had this plan to build equipment and study the life forms we were encountering, but I didn't have enough enameled glass. So, I started looking for a natural substrate that would strengthen the glass we have, and those stalker teeth we've been finding fit the bill. Only, well, we needed more. That's when Marguerit got interested. She actually listened to me, more than I can say for Father, and I worked up the courage to talk about my more tentative theories. When I told her they were attracted to metal deposits, that their teeth get dislodged when they pick them up, her eyes narrowed and she dashed out of the room. 3 hours later, she came back, her pack loaded down with stalker teeth. I asked her about it. She shrugged and said my theories were good. Said she had the meeting out of the palm of her hand. I think she meant it literally. She is incredible. She went out to the kelp forest armed with just a heat blade and went fin to fin with a pack of stalkers. On the one hand, that is the coolest thing I have ever heard. On the other, well, I hope the stalkers didn't come off worse than Marguerite did. She had a huge gash on her forearm. I don't think things went as smoothly as she made out. And what's the point in surviving here if we have to kill everything that makes it so wonderful? I wish I knew more about these animals, but Father won't let me leave the habitat. Maybe with all this glass, we could build a containment unit and get up close to them.
Okay, so they're talking about a containment unit, and I'm sorry that by the end there, you might have heard a little bit of ringing. I got a phone in the room, it's all taken care of. But either way, so now Bart, that's how he discovered more about, you know, the Stalker Teeth enamel glass. Same thing that we did as well. So that's definitely very interesting. Very interesting to note there. So yeah, and this is Bart Torgal's last log, Return from the Deep.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
Seek fluid intake.
Shut up. So, that sounds like that was like some of Bart Torgal's, well, final words, I guess. That must have been when he returned from the Grand Reef, and I guess maybe returned to the island or something. And just kind of, I guess he's just accepting his fate. Alright, so here is Margaret Maida's log. She's only got the one log, so let's listen to this.
These conniving corporate bourgeois, inbred, incompetent, self-absorbed jerks don't have a damn clue. The kid's not so bad. He's even useful. But I swear, everything that comes out of his father's idiot face is a narcissistic lie. He wants to stay in this cave, his problem. I'm the one doing the heavy lifting. When sea monsters are hunting you, you don't hide. You hunt the sea monsters. Then you build a bigger boat out of sea monster bones and you hunt bigger monsters. Keep going until there aren't any monsters left to hunt you. I'm going deeper. I'm gonna find what shot us down and I'm gonna tear its damn heart out. I've started the prep work. The kids taught me how to make enameled glass. I've started stockpiling metal ores to build myself a sea moth. I'll raid the indoor grow beds before I leave.
Okay, so this Marguerite must have been thinking about just abandoning the Torgals. She clearly didn't. She was very clearly thinking about doing it. That is definitely interesting. And then we got Paul Torgal's log, but it's the second one. So I'm gonna actually, we're gonna go and back into the... Whoa, what was that? I have no idea what that was. I don't think I want to know. But I think we're gonna head to the Grand Reef now. And I want to see if we can't find anything more on, you know, the Degasis by returning to the Grand Reef. Maybe on the way we'll actually stop at the Aurora Rendezvous Point, because they are kind of even with each other. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go to the floating island first. Alright guys, we've arrived at the floating island. Okay, and we're stuck, I guess. Okay, so there... Is that another floater, or is that... No, that's the way... That's... Alright, that's a way in. Okay, I don't think the Cyclops can get any higher than what we're at currently. So we're gonna have to disembark in the Sea Moth for this, but that is perfectly fine with me. Oh, the bottomless sea, like... Okay, well, not actually bottomless. I can see a bit of the Grand Reef down there. Alright, so at least I can see the bottom. Yeah. Alright, so this is the Aurora Rendezvous Point. That we never went to. And there is nobody here, but there is a PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
Alright, so the Rendezvous Voicelog.
We have to board the Aurora, repair the long-range comms, make contact with the other survivors. We can't be the only two that made it.
Those are not the orders the captain gave me, and they are not the orders I'm giving you.
This isn't chain of command, it's survival.
My obligations as acting commander don't turn on their convenience. Get out of the water.
If I get into trouble, I'll send you my coordinates.
I can't let you go alone.
Then come with me.
You don't leave me much choice.
Received emergency transmission from Second Officer Keen, 2 hours after last activity.
Rendezvous was a failure. Intercepted a transmission from Altera HQ. Seems they sent a data package to the Aurora. We were intercepted by a Leviathan-class predator before we could reach the ship. Consider the CTO and I lost at sea. Be safe. Keen, out.
Well, they clearly had very poor luck in comparison to us. So, yeah. Honestly, like, if you think about it, our character is like the only person who's managed to even come close to surviving Planet 4546B, which is kind of crazy. Anyway, but now it's time to head down into the Grand Reef, which is really just right beneath us. Alright, so we're gonna be returning to the Degasi habitat that's down here. Okay, I'm gonna park the ship here, and then we're gonna continue in the Sea Moth. Off we go.
systems online.
Alright, so we need to get down there. So that means heading into the Deep Grand Reef, which is over this way, and there is the habitat. We've been here before. I am wondering if there is a log that we missed here or something. Okay, first things first, repair, because this thing is basically about to blow up on me. Was that a warper? That was a warper. Do you attack me now? No? I think that means we can scan you, right? Yeah, we can scan the warper. They don't attack because we're cured. Hey! Can we be friends now? We got a warper! We scanned the warper! Alright, that's awesome. Alright, but... Yeah. Yeah, the warper, they don't attack us anymore. They're friendly now because they're programmed to attack anything.
Maximum depth reached.
Oh.
Damage imminent.
Okay. Maximum depth reached. I thought our maximum depth was 900. Oh, I guess I didn't make the Seamoth depth module Mach 3 like I thought I did. I thought I made the Seamoth depth module Mach 3. I was wrong. Okay. Doesn't matter though, we can still get in here and still have a source of oxygen. Those things are scary. Alright. Yeah. This is the Degasi's final base, and clearly it is destroyed. Okay, there needs to be... We need to get to... Oh, there is a log here. Paul Torgle's third log, not his second. No, not his first, actually, because we got his second. I'm hoping that his first log is here. Okay, what's down here, boy? What's this? A creature egg? Oh. Never saw that before. Okay. Okay, just because I know the PDAs glow, I'm just checking. I don't see any sign of one anywhere in here. I got the only one I think there was. Let me out of here and back into my vehicle. Okay.
Warning. Maximum depth reached.
Right.
Hull damage imminent.
Ugh. Yeah, that's just annoying. Okay. We good. We good. We got a creature egg. We'll have to hatch that when we get back. Yeah, I'm just trying to examine, see if there are any other PDAs anywhere around. Unless, maybe his first log, because it would be his first log. Maybe it's on the floating island, actually. So I guess that means we're gonna have to go back up. Oh, hello, Mr. Krabby. Ignore me. Don't blast me with your EMP. I'm not worth your time. Alright. Where's the Cyclops? It's over here. I think we came out the wrong hole. Alright, so we got to get back to the floating island, I think. And that might help us find... That might be where Paul Torgle's first log is. You don't need to worry about like a second or third log with Marguerite, since there's only the one, because it wasn't numbered. That tells me that that is literally her only log that she's ever made. Alright, where is the island? So the Aurora's there, so that means that it's over this way. There it is! Alright, because we actually got that other battery, that actually helps us out a little bit, because now we can actually put another one in our flashlight, because our flashlight's been dead forever. So, yeah, this will actually help us because it's nighttime here, and I'm still Swimming, that's the glitch. Oh wait, maybe it isn't a glitch. Okay, so there has to be... The PDA we're looking for has to be here, because I checked the Jelly Shroom Cave, I didn't see any other PDAs. So, it's probably in here somewhere. I'm just gonna, like, examine the whole island until I find it. Okay, that's the rendezvous point we were just at. Alright, that's kind of cool. Okay, so this was Degasi's first habitat. There's these little stupid crab things that are here. Can we please... Can these things just die? Thank you. So, is there a log in here anywhere? Not that I can tell. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Oh, it's turning to day, so we don't need the flashlight anymore. Is that a battery? Nice. But it's... I guess... Oh, it's empty. That must have been one we dropped. Huh. It's kind of fun. Alright, checking the surrounding area for a PDA. I don't see the signs of any other PDA. This island is definitely beautiful. I really do like the island here. And I'm kind of need some lantern fruit. That would probably help me out a little bit here. So there's one of their other outposts, and there's one up there too. We need to get up to those, and there's paths that actually like lead to them, like proper paths, but I don't think the where they start is exactly the most clear. I think they'll be clear like when we actually find them though. But right now I'm literally just gonna climb the mountain the hard way until we until we can find the paths. Alright, we're getting near enough the top. Alright. So here is one of their higher outposts. We've already kind of explored everything that's in here, so nothing too crazy. And there's that whole side of the island over there. And there actually is a lot of island to explore. Okay, so this is the path back down, so we're gonna follow this, see if there's anything that's actually lying on the path, if he dropped his PDA on the path or something. Because this is the actual proper path down. And it doesn't look like there was any signs of a PDA. I gotta check around on this side of the path. So this way, this goes over here. Basically just follow the path. See where it takes us. Oh! They had another grow area over here. I never knew about this. They even have marble melons. My favorite. That's nice. Alright, nice little farm over here. Ah, I never saw this before. So maybe his PDA is around here. Doesn't look like the PDA is here, but that's fine. Okay, there's a little natural bridge here. Yeah, that was cool. It's finding something on the island I didn't even know was there. That's kind of cool. Okay, branches off into two ways. We're gonna go this way first. And it loops around over here. Oh my gosh. How many paths these people have? Okay, does this just loop back on itself? Yeah, it just loops back on itself. Okay, we're just gonna keep going this way. Okay, branches off again. Okay, this is a dead end, nothing over here. So it's this way. Through the tunnel. Where is this path going? It's taking me all over the place. Takes me to a beach. Yes, that works. Now I have to go back on myself. Fun. Alright, so then we go this way. Let's see where this leads. Okay, this is going higher. I think this is how we're supposed to get up to the other outpost. I'm pretty sure at least. Oh, we gotta jump there. Okay. I think this is still technically the path. Alright, so this is their second outpost. There is nothing here though. absolutely no sign of a PDA. Yeah, I have no idea where Paul Torgal's first PDA is. I'm gonna actually quickly look that up. Okay, so I found where the first Paul Torgal log is. At least specifically the coordinates. So I'm gonna need to pull up my coordinates panel. Is that my coordinates panel? Yeah, I think that's my coordinates panel. Alright, so it's at 7, 66, 16, negative 1115. So we need to get to there. So that means it's a lot lower down here. This will take a minute, but hey, I know the coordinates, like the actual like in-game coordinates of it. So this should make my job a little easier. Okay, so this is partly where it should be ish. Wait a minute. It's in here. It's inside of here. How do we get into that part, though? Huh? Oh! I'm a freaking idiot.
New PDA data.
Alright. We did it, guys. Yay! Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, here we go. Paul Torgal's logs.
Chief's log, 5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degasi wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
Okay, so I think Torgal... I was a little wrong on saying he was delusional, but I definitely think that, you know, Bart wanted to figure out more about the planet. Marguerit wanted to survive. Torgal is just like, let's just stay put, basically. And, like, that's kind of the main reason why I think that the whole problem happened. And, ironically, the second log is called Dilemma. So, let's give it a listen.
You know what Maida told me today? She wants to build a habitat 500 meters below sea level, more than a kilometer northeast of here. And she needs Bart and I to do it. She's got it into her head that she can save us if she just acts recklessly enough. But I've hauled Star Wars to Neptune, Plasteel to the Federation. This family operates 9 different mining colonies across the Ariadne Arm. Maida thinks she's better suited to lead. Her contract still says otherwise. But I just cannot damn well tell whether it's the stupidest idea I ever heard, or my only hope. I turned 80 years old last week. I thought I had another 80 in me, but marooned on this planet, there's no swapping out of my liver when the old one fails. Here, I'm mortal. And Maida is useful. So, it's my responsibility to make a decision. Return to the island and hope whatever knocked the Degasi out of the sky won't do the same to the rescue ship. Or take us deeper in search of answers. And all the while be hoping old age gets me before the sea monsters do. I'll give Maida just one thing. She was right about these caves. There's enough lithium there to fabricate 100 tons of plasteel. Enough for a damn fleet of Cyclops submarines. There was nothing anyone could have done to avoid crashing here. But I was right to order the detour. If we get off this planet, they'll be talking about the Torgal share price on the other side of the Federation.
Okay, maybe he is delusional. This guy, he owns the corporation, and I think what he's just obsessed with, like, he's seeing profit. Like, he's literally looking at Planet 4546b, and he doesn't see a planet that he's stuck on. He sees profit. He sees materials. He sees, like, the lithium, he sees the copper, he sees the titanium, he sees all these natural resources, and is like, a fleet of Cyclops submarines, and that the Torgal Corporation will be known in the history books and all that stuff. It's like, wow. Alright, final log, the end.
Came out of nowhere. An alien kraken, bigger than a Cyclops. Tore a hole clear through the reinforced hull. I barely got my breather in time. I told her. I said others would come. The rupture threw me clear of the habitat, and the monster turned and bore down on me. Just as its tentacles came within reach, Maida appeared out of nowhere. She had a sea glide in one hand, a jagged piece of scrap metal in the other. She meant to butcher that beast or die trying. The last I saw her, she had the metal lodged in its neck as the monster did its best to shake her, contorting off into the darkness. I'm certain she got her wish, one way or another. Then I thought I saw a light deep below me. I hoped maybe Bart had swum clear. I followed it. Now I wonder whether I saw anything at all. Our oxygen is low. The habitat is gone. I can't see the sky. Something surely has the scent of my blood.
And I'm guessing that was his final log. So that was the end of the Degasi story, guys. Honestly, it's a bit of a tragic tale, definitely, because it's like, you know, they tried to survive on the planet. I feel like if they had been able to work better together, better as a team together, they would have survived probably for years. I mean, granted, the Carrara bacterium would probably have gotten them eventually. We're just gonna go this way to get back to the Cyclops, but like, the Carrara bacterium would have killed them eventually, but they probably would have survived a whole lot longer if they had actually worked together as a team, but they never did. They just couldn't. And I completely understand incompatible people are a thing, but man, does that suck. Well, I guess it's time to head back home, I guess. We got the logs that we needed, and yeah, there's really not much left to do, I think, for this particular episode. Now, obviously, like I said, I wanted to get a full database of all the different creatures on Planet 4546b, and we got the Warper today, which I think was definitely pretty cool, but we still need to get the rest of the creatures. I think that'll probably be the next episode. I wanted to focus on the Degasis this episode. I'm kind of glad I did. It gave us a little more background, not just on them, but, you know, understanding their situation and how their situation was different than ours. Because they were pretty much, apart from, you know, I guess the Aurora and stuff, but they had the Degasi ship. They pretty much were in the same circumstances that we were. And yet somehow they still failed. Badly. It's definitely interesting. Alright, here we are. Home sweet home. And now I'm gonna deposit that creature egg.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. Alright, so let's drop the creature egg right here. Okay. Yep, look at all the little creatures we've got swimming around here. This is insane. I think I know what this creature is, though. I think this is actually the cuttlefish, which is supposed to be like a pet in the game. So, yeah. Because I don't want to have to wait too long, I think I am going to cheat a little bit. We're going to do fast hatch. There. Alright, cuttlefish egg discovered. So that means that the cuttlefish has hatched. And there he is! There is the cuttlefish! Alright, let's scan cuttlefish. Scan him. Okay, there he is! Alright. So I think we actually have to take this one outside. So we got the cuttlefish. I want to see, like, how this works exactly. Because there he is. Okay. So let's drop him off. Oh! Hello? Hello? Oh, off he goes. Hello? Oh. Hello? Oh! That's cool. He's like a little pet. Okay. I don't want you to follow me, though, because... Well, you know, I don't want you to get in any danger as we explore the world more. But I do want to play with you. Oh, we got a little cracker. A little cracker for you. There you go. Okay, this guy is adorable. Okay. It's kind of cool that they added a little pet kind of to the game. Oh, another cracker. This is the little face. I wish that these stupid little notification things were not in the way. I want to be able to see him properly. There we go. Look at him. Oh, that is adorable. Alright. Oh, infected boomerang. Enzyme 42 is somewhere for you. Don't worry. Alright, but guys, yeah, that was basically what we learned about the... We learned, I think, quite a bit about, you know, there's their little cuttlefish pet. He's just gonna swim around here near our habitat, doing whatever. Oh, there he is again. Alright, we're just gonna watch him from in here. But yeah, guys, yeah, we learned more about the Degasis. We got a cuttlefish, which I'm gonna play a little bit more with in the next episode. And the next episode, we're gonna have to scan, I think, the remaining creatures on Planet 4546b. So I'll look at our data bank off camera, see what we're missing out of all the creatures in Subnautica, and then scan them all, and then we're gonna just like sit down and read them all. Read all of them. Okay, I get it. But yeah, and just read about every single creature that we can. Because I want to know, like, what's going on with them all. Anyways, guys, so I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of Subnautica. Please do leave a big fat thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated. Also, this happens to be the first video that you have seen by me. Then please do consider subscribing to join Team TJ today for awesome gameplay videos and other amazing content like this. Again, apart from that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Titan 6 out. Goodbye, guys!